another Q&A. We did a Q&A for 300k, 600k, and now 900k. But by the time this is going up, I'm already at 1.1 million. Life is crazy, God is good. So, I'll be starting with Twitter, which by the way, once again, if you ever want to be involved with any of these videos, Twitter always takes the top priority. So go follow my Twitter. Dino asks me, what is your shorts RPM? RPM is the rate per milli, so the amount of money you get paid per 1,000 views. People severely underestimate how much money gets made from YouTube Shorts. They think it's breadcrumbs and air. And for some creators, it is that way. Some people only get paid like 6 cents to 10 cents per 1,000 views. Me, on the other hand, my RPM, fucking hell. My RPM, it varies, but on average, I would say it's 0.35 to 0.41, give or take. And if you think that's a lot, one of my closest YouTube friends, I'm not gonna expose him, but shout out to him, his RPM on YouTube Shorts is almost 75 cents. So yeah, YouTube Shorts is crazy. Takeoff asks me, shout out to Takeoff, what's your biggest regret in your YouTube content creation career? I don't think I have any regrets. I believe I did all the right things. I already made my mistakes before I started YouTube. So by the time I started, my mind was clear, everything was ready to go. Then it was just a matter of time. What are you doing? So yeah, I don't have any regrets. How do you feel realizing you hit your yearly goal in 3 months of 1 million? Well, just no shit. I had a sticky note that I put on my mirror a few months ago where I put my goals for the next year, so 2024. And the main one, I said I want to hit 1 million subscribers by March 1st. And on March 1st, I hit 1 million. So when it happened, it wasn't too much of anything. It was kind of just, so that happened. Favorite artist? Honestly, probably David. Now, I don't know if it's just because of the acquaintance aspect of it, but he actually is one of my favorite artists. He is phenomenal. Here's an interesting one. What's the quickest way someone can lose your trust and or respect? If they fail to keep their promises. If someone says I'm gonna do this and they don't end up delivering, then fuck them. That's it. If you can't keep a promise, don't make one. What's your favorite song that has dropped in 2024 so far? I haven't really been listening to music this year. It's just for the gym and that's about it. Oh, if I had to say something, I would say by Garrison. Very good song. Roy asks me, Mongolian Grasshopper versus Chinese cricket. Who would win? Well, Roy, because you're Chinese, I will say the Chinese cricket. Next, we'll go to YouTube. Do you think you're doing a good job as a YouTuber, numbers aside? I believe so. I always try to push a good message where applicable. Even within my shorts, as random as the subjects can be, like I'll be talking about scary things at each stage of life, and then I'll just somehow connect that to a life lesson of some sort. No money, becoming independent, and traveling the world are all common fantasies. Don't lose any of your fantasies that may lead to a better life. They will happen if your intention is real. Everything's intuitive, but my brain just gets to these places somehow. And it seems to be doing well for my audience. And because the intention to be a good influence on my audience is there, because of that alone, coupled with everything else that I do within my business, I believe I am doing a good job, but there's always room for improvement. Did you sold your soul? How are you doing this? I assume this person is talking about the growth. No. The answer is, I've got the power of God and anime on my side. And the craziest thing is that I'm not even being sarcastic. 500k or dinner with Jay-Z? Man, Jay-Z. Give me that 500,000. What is the worst mentality to have? Pessimism. Easy. There's nothing that I want to look away from more than genuine pessimism. Pessimism to me is just people petting themselves like this to make themselves feel better. It's a way for people to feel bad for themselves. Like a bunch of bitches. The worst mentality to have as a human being is pessimism. No questions asked. It doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form to be pessimistic. Like, keep that away from me. I don't want to hear it. Will 1 million subscribers be your biggest accomplishment? So you think it would be, but for some reason it's not. This was my face at 999k, and this was my face at 1 million. I felt the same. Now that doesn't mean I'm not proud of myself, because I really am. I'm so grateful for my younger self for sacrificing the way how he did for me. Shout out to 20-year-old Hussein. But I think my biggest accomplishment was starting this. Getting past that mental barrier. Because people overthink the shit out of everything. Especially starting something new. Like YouTube. Putting your face out there. Putting your personality out there. It's a scary thought from a distance. And me being someone who would judge myself a lot back in the day. Starting this was probably the hardest thing to get past doing. And being myself in front of my camera, that was the hardest part. And that's what I'm most accomplished about. Because if I didn't get past that, we would not be where we're at today. What is your dream car? I don't really give a shit about cars, honestly, but I do give a shit about watches. Oh, I love my watches. I have a few dream watches. One of them I'm likely maybe gonna buy this year. First one, the Cartier Santos. Just look at it. It is gorgeous. And it also looks like this current watch that I've been wearing for the last few months. It's a beautiful watch, and I believe it's a good style for me. Now, I know it's just a material object that doesn't mean very much, but to me, I think it's very cool. Finally, my number one biggest dream watch. Now, if you don't give a shit about watches, I swear you'll give a shit about this. Listen to how cool this is. The Rolex Day-Date with the meteorite dial. So the dial is the thing that's over here, okay? That dial that you see right now, that's a fucking meteor. A meteorite that fell from a different universe onto this planet. And Rolex took that meteor and made a bunch of watches with it. Now, am I gonna get it? Who knows, maybe not. But it's definitely a dream watch. I can't tell if my best friend likes me. Censor my name if you answer, with censor spelt wrong. Assuming you're a guy, you either know or you don't. As time developed for me, not anymore. But it was, you either show me that you like me, without playing any of these dumb indirect games, or I am not interested. You could choose to psychoanalyze the gaps in between to see if what this emoji means, or to see if this Y with 2 letters means anything, but fuck that. You either know or you don't. Back in my day, I developed a standard that was, you either show me or that's it. I'm not gonna try and figure out from your indirect actions. Like, I'm not some kid. And if you are a girl, which I doubt it, then probably not the right person to ask about that. Good luck with that though. What camera do you use to film your videos? I use some bullshit webcam that's 130 bucks. It's a Logitech C922 or something like that. And this microphone, this is a snowball on a stand from a different mic that I bought that was shit, but it had a good stand. So I made a DIY. I took a hair tie, put it on, and connected it to this thing. So I put a snowball and a stand together. I'm either so lazy or just 300 IQ. What's the story behind Ash? How did you get/find him? I said this in the 300k Q&A. Basically, one of my friends, he got 2 cats and his mom didn't want him to keep the cats. So he messaged me, do you want this cat? I said, sure. Came over, looked at the 2 cats. It was this guy and his sister. I picked him. Shout out to his sister. I asked my parents for permission because my mom is allergic and my brother's also allergic. They said yes, somehow, and that's that. And he's not even a Russian blue. Russian blues are the hypoallergenic ones. But my brother and my mom are both not allergic to him. I don't know. Gift from God. Hi, Hussein. Hello, Anna. Big fan of yours. Thank you very much. What app do you use for editing? By the way, keep up with the ice baths. I use Premiere Pro for everything. Do you edit your videos all by yourself? Every video besides the animated ones that you see. I don't do those ones. Those are too complex for me. But everything else, I do. What age did you start taking your future life seriously? Probably during COVID. I failed 2 courses in my first year of university like a dumbass because I kind of just messed around the first year. And when I got faced with that, I was like, okay, that's a problem, but I clearly don't want to do school. And being the youngest sibling, I saw how much school that my brothers had to go through, and I wasn't about to do that. So I was like, no, I'll figure something out. So I created the intention, and like I always say in my videos, if you have the intention, it will come into reality. So I thoroughly created the intention, and over time, it just played out. So, yeah. Can you react to my edit about you? You made an edit on me? No. We have to see this. Name a soccer player for an edit. Eden Hazard. Go on. That was great. Very nice. Because of your efforts, there you go. You know what? I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you for 900,000 subscribers. And if you're watching to this point, you are the actual best human being on this planet. Thank you for giving me your attention. To celebrate 900k/1.1 million at this point, I'm gonna show you a trick that Ash can do. Give me 1. Give me 2. Give me both. Give me Nyom. Give me kiss. Good boy. Thank you for a million.